What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Titans Return Flintlock and Cup, or Sergeant Cup. I got this with the Titans Return Topspin. I wasn't actually going to use it, but then I looked at it and I kind of like the way he looks, and I don't know if we're going to get a better cup from Hasbro or Takara anytime soon, so this is going to be my placeholder. But you do get on the box a picture of the robot mode, vehicle mode, the headmaster. It shows that his headmaster is compatible with other things. Then a couple other figures in the line in the Wave 4. You got Topspin, Broadside, and Sky Shadow. Not planning to get any of those other than Topspin I already have. And then Repugnus. So, nice little box. Again, they've made it back to the old way where they're sealing the card on, and you have to actually destroy the card. I don't like that, but we'll get this guy out of the package. There's nothing more really to see, in terms of the package. So we'll get it out of the package and be right back. Alright guys, we're back from transforming, and here is Cup out of the package. He's actually pretty nice looking, very clean. This is a little annoying. His legs are kind of loose. Probably going to have to do a little something in the joints there. The knee's okay, but the hip is just a little, well, I don't know. Some spots, like this way, it's definitely loose. So that ball joint could use a little bit of nail polish or something, but it's a very clean robot, nice flat black, not a lot of kibble. Legs are pretty cool. Now, they're obviously not G1 cartoon accurate, but again, this is a little bit stylized and maybe even not meant to be, G1 accurate. But it's close enough for me. I actually like the look of this guy. And here he is with his guns. You can kind of get him into some good poses. Now, it is a little loose on the feet, but by default, his feet give you an A stance. So if you want to pose them flat, you can do that, which is nice. They thought ahead about the feet, and rather than making him stand straight up, his default is A stance. So that's good. But he's a little tiny, in my opinion. So let's bring in Topspin for comparison. Here's Topspin now. I think he's a little small even for Titans Returns class. It should be a little bit bigger. I love this guy, by the way. This guy's so awesome. He's on my masterpiece shelf. But they're like head to head, pretty much the same size. I measured this guy last time. It's about 5 3/4 inches tall, about 3 inches wide. So not bad. Now, I don't think anyone's going to do this other than me, but I'm going to have this guy on a masterpiece shelf. And here he is next to Prowl. And yeah, he's obviously way too small, and it doesn't fit. He's too small to be a masterpiece scaled. Here's his card, by the way. It looks much different from what we see with the figure itself. I just feel like this doesn't look the same for whatever reason, but it's nice that they give you these nice thick cards. They're cool. And you also get the instruction booklet here, so we'll go through that. But yeah, he's a little short to be scaled with Masterpiece. And now let's get Masterpiece Hot Rod in. And this is probably where things are wrong. Yeah, yeah, he's way too small. But whatever, it's my stand-in for now until we have a Masterpiece Cup, if we ever do. I don't know if we ever will, but you can also, let's see if his arms actually will come together here. No, they won't. So you can't get these two sort of plugged in together. I believe you could put it on his back if you want to. You could take the two guns. Hot Rod, get out of here. I believe you can take the two guns and combine them together. They just sort of slide together like that. And then you can plug that into his back, sort of like a backpack. I don't know, it's a little weird. But it's cool that you have that option. I like that they gave you a couple options. This guy's a little weak in the legs. There you go. That's a pretty cool look for this guy. I'm definitely going to put some nail polish on those hip joints. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the look of this. It's kind of nice. I like the face sculpt too, so let's take a look at his face sculpt here and getting close. It really, I think it does evoke the original Cup. Got a little paint there. But overall, it's a nice looking face sculpt. I feel like it's close enough that I don't need to complain about the face sculpt. I think it's good. And the color scheme is pretty good. Let's get a picture of the G1 Cup up here so we can do a little comparison. And he's got the right color scheme. He's just obviously not, doesn't look exactly like Cup, you know. Now let's go over articulation. So he does have rotation for the head, and it wiggles a little bit up and down, but you kind of have to take the legs off to make it do that. So you can open up the legs on the back of his head, and then he goes up and down, but obviously the sculpt is broken there. So putting that back, you do have a, let's see, yeah, so his shoulders go all the way up like that, all the way down, they rotate all the way around. Got a double jointed elbow, very nice. There isn't much on the hand, although it does go out like this for the transformation. It's not really a useful joint. That's pretty much it for arms. You do have a nice waist rotation. And I like that they've been including that in the newer figures. It really allows you to do a little bit more with these figures. You get a full splits and full forward splits. It's pretty good. Pretty good rotation. You got a nice rotation at the knee. 90-degree bend at the knee and a little bit forward actually, so you get a little bit of weird forward knee action. And then nothing at the hips, although the foot does fold down. Not really sure how you could use that in a pose. But that's really it. You get pretty good articulation for a little guy. I bought all three. I bought this Perceptor and Cup all together for I think $60 total, shipped from ages 3 and up. I usually don't shop from there, but they were the only ones that had this available at the time. And I thought it's a pretty good deal. $20 for this guy is not bad. I guess it could be a little cheaper, but I couldn't find it anywhere in stores. I looked in Walgreens. I looked all over the place. So overall, I think this is pretty good. My main issue is the loose leg joints. Gonna have to fix that. But other than that, I think it's a good looking figure. It's a nice version of Cup. Get this off here. Now you can do the double wielding there. So he's got the double blaster, but I think he looks better with the two. But that's really it, guys. I'm going to get this guy transformed into vehicle mode. Once I can get him posed here. I'll get this guy transformed into vehicle mode and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back from transforming. I'm not thoroughly impressed with this guy. Well, let's see. It's a little bit gappy. I don't know, like back here especially. See through the vehicle. I really don't like that. I don't like when the illusion is messed up, and that's kind of true for the whole figure. There's a lot of gaps. The vehicle mode itself just isn't amazing. I'll be honest. I'm kind of regretting that I opened this because I'm probably not going to keep it, and it's better if it was on the card, but whatever. So you can put the little guy in there. I already forgot his name. Flintlock, I guess. And that looks fine. And you can mount these guns on the back. So you can have them like that, kind of aiming backwards. You can also have them onto the sides here. There's 2 pegs on the sides. So you can have them sort of shooting forward like that, but that looks pretty weird. Overall, it's just, I'm not a huge fan of the vehicle mode. And you can also put these together, and flintlock can sit in here and shoot like that, which is not bad. It's just not great. I don't know why I don't like this, but something about it just, it's also kind of weak. Like the vehicle mode itself is kind of weak. Like it just doesn't want to stay together, and it's meh, you know. Well, let's do a little vehicle comparison here. We'll get Bumblebee, since he's the smallest masterpiece I have. He's pretty much the same size as Bumblebee. We'll take a little measurement here, about a little over 2 inches height, and vehicle mode is about 4.5 inches long. So tiny little guy, really very close to Bumblebee here. So if that's the kind of size you're looking for, I don't think anybody else is looking for a masterpiece sized cup out of this guy, but that's what I wanted. It just doesn't fit. But other than that, I do like the opening cockpit here. That's nice. I like the lights on the front. They could have done something on the back, maybe some red tail lights here. Could maybe paint that or something. I might paint it myself. But let's get this. That might be a better configuration for this guy. Having him shoot those guns like that. And you can also mount the flintlock character on the back here. There's plenty of ports or pegs here for you to get him on. Let's see. I think you can get him up in the center. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can get him right in the center. So if you did the guns right, it would look a little better. There you go. So you can do that. You can have them out to an angle a little bit. So overall, not bad, not horrible, just not my favorite. And this keeps coming apart. I don't like that either. It should stay together. Once you've transformed it, it should be secure, and it's not that secure. So that's kind of an issue for me. But it does roll nicely. It does look good. It's just a little weak in terms of the vehicle. Well, it's not bad. I don't think I might not keep this guy, but that's it for this review. If you guys are interested in my reviews, please subscribe and like. Leave me some comments if you want to ask some questions, and we'll see you next time.